Shout out to the people that are starting to connect. Just give me a second. I need to spread the podcast. So whew. What the hell with this? A second. Saludos to Huevo. To those folks that are starting to connect in one of my Instagram accounts. I have a couple of them. So to John Rivera, which is just connected in my Facebook. For those folks from my PJ Alpha podcast, and try to send all the notifications. Shout out to Femi. Just a couple more minutes, and we're going to start. Today's topic is very important. I don't know, a lot of folks will identify with it. All right. So I think we're good. We're good to go. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good to go. All right, guys. All right. So shout out to the people from my PA Alpha podcast account and my Instagram account. Very good. Those people connecting in my PJAlphaMusic account as well. We're going to start now. All right, guys. So today is going to be very important, very personal for me. Today's topics, and some of you guys are going to find it very personal too. Shout out to Chain Man. So today's topic is time to let it go, man. Time to let it go. There's nothing else. Just time to let it go, man. All right. First of all, let me give you an introduction. My name is Pablo Jose Ruiz Vargas. I live in Brooklyn, New York. I'm a musician, a podcaster, and a businessman. This is what I do. For donation, just make sure you click the links for those that are in my Facebook account. You have the links in the descriptions. For those in my Instagrams, the links are in the bio. So make sure that you go to the bio and donate something, a little bit. We're going to really appreciate it. And make sure if you don't want to listen to me in Instagram or Facebook because it's not your platform of choice, just go to a different one. Google Play, iHeartRadio, we are everywhere. So just make sure you go there and just do what you need to do, okay? All right. So let me just give a couple shout outs very quick. Chayman, yo, shout out to Chayman, it's always there. That's good. To Oyashimo. If I'm spelling the name incorrectly, just let me know. Okay? Let me know. Those names are hard to pronounce either way. All right? And shout out to John Rivera. He's in Facebook as well. A couple more. Maybe at the end I will have the time to shout out. I have some shout outs moments, stuff like that. I have too many right now. But thank you for tuning in. All right? Okay. So, cut to the chase. Let's get it in. All right. Whew. So today's topic, episode 31, time to let it go. Time to let it go. Simple as that. Shout out to Gary Adames. He just tuned in. Time to let it go. So in life, we have things that not only bother us, right? But we have like weight in us, right? So we have a lot of things that really hold ourselves down and avoid the progress of becoming a better person in a macro sense. Okay, so in some instance, right, it could be not only, and I spoke about this 100 times regarding what are the things that really are holding you down, right? It could be your friends, it could be the people you surround yourself with, it could be your family, even your family. It sounds kind of weird, kind of hard, but it's that is part of the things that hold you down. Shout out to Josue Colon from Facebook. My goodness, there's a lot of people. So oh, I'll be there. I'll be there. So now here's the thing. Now after you identify those things that really hold you down, right? Or let's say not hold you down, but is avoiding the process to go further regarding your optimization of being the best of who you are. It's time to let it go, fellas and folks. It's time to let it go. As simple as that. It's time to let it go. It's very simple. And for me right now, it does sound easier. Believe me, yes, it sounds easier. It sounds very easy. Of course, just let it go. Just release the rope, right? But in reality, it's a very hard thing to do, and I will explain why. Shout out to Dan Plushy. A lot of people today. Very good. Josue Colon as well. Shout out to him. Thank you, Dan Plushy. Very good. Now, here's the thing. Why it's hard to take those things that really hold you down and letting them go? Why is that hard? And I will explain it very quick. Very hard. Very, very, very easy. Coffee as always. It is hard because one thing is start with responsibility. Now you're making a decision. Decisions are things that responsible people have to make just to have a result, right? Decision is a type of responsibility you have to take. Okay? So based on that, not only you expose yourself to who you are, right? But what kind of person you were before that decision. See how stuff goes? Now here's the thing. Let's put this scenario, very simple scenario. Let's say you live, my example, you live in Brooklyn for the next 20 years. You're still living in the same house, you're still earning the same thing, you're still doing whatever you can, and you're still not getting closer to the things that you really want. Right? So what's the problem? You will say, oh, what's the problem? The problem is that because you avoided surrounding yourself with better people, you just decide to just surround yourself with people that are not, you know, they're not good with you or for you. So not only that, you never let it go. You see how it went? You never let it go. So what do you think happened? It held you down for the next 20, 30 years. See, you have to really, really think about who you surround yourself. Who are the people that are really putting you down? And listen, and this not only goes in a negative way, right? If you meet a person and this person really take your balance out, and now you're not the same person, right? And you're not seeing something new or something that can really, you don't see the benefit of that person. Listen, it's time to let it go. It's simple. It's so simple, right? And now the other side could be also in a relationship that you guys are not giving the 100%. Ricky says singing. Relationships can be toxic. Relationships can be so toxic, man, that even that if you spend the next 10 years with that person, you know down your heart that the relationship is killing you. The relationship just killing you, but you still want to stay in that relationship. You're not doing a favor either for that person or to yourself. See, now you both of you are in a lie, right? So you guys are in a lie that none of you want to just say, you know what, man, this is crap. This is going to hell. We need to fix this, and the best way to fix this is just letting it go. I have time. I have very hard time to let things go, man. I'm telling you, I'm very, 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 very meticulous with the fact that do I let things go or not? I'm very bad at it, man. But but I still made the decisions. I still make my decision to let things go, man. When I know down my heart that this relationship is just it's not good, I really just let it go. And it hurts, man. And I was playing why it hurts. It hurts because there's an attachment to it, right? There's an attachment to it. There's uh there's an investment created that it made you realize, comprehend, or even expose emotions that are addictive, right? So that means that your dopamine side of your brain got triggered and it released a quick reaction or incentive to your body, right? So you feel that like, those are the hardest. Those are the hardest. So now that you or myself been through a lot of these situations, like I have to really sit down and say, you know what, man, this is not good. I'm going to just let it go because I'm not earning anything from this. I'm just going downhill. Like this, it's not even worth it. And the fact that I have to just realize that and just really sit down and listen, folks, this will really take time to just comprehend. This is not something that you all of a sudden you just realize it. And no, when you really sit down and start identifying those individuals, right? Or those things, it could be things that are putting you down or just stopping that momentum of just going up. It's going to be hard to just let it go. It's going to be very hard because you already developed not only routines above it, on top of it, right? But you just I forgot the word. Developed, right? Developed an attachment to it, right? So you are now like into that stuff. So when you just let it go, you will feel like a part of you you just lost it. Shout out to Leaking. How's it going, man? So that's why it's very hard. You just feel like something from you. It just went away. And maybe a person that you thought they was the best person for you is not the best person for you. And talking real here, talking real here. Shout out to Licking. Licking, I'll give you a shout out, man. Come on now. So yeah, I've been through a lot of just people that have to just tell them, you know what, man, this is it. We cannot we cannot have these relationships because there's a conflict, right, between that person and who I am, and that thing that I am and what that person is creating a huge conflict, not only for me, right, but all that stuff that I'm doing. So that's why I had to just go from the top, just from the head, just cut the head, boom, and just don't let it just keep going, man, because the longer it takes, man, it can get worse. I mean, two people can get, can get hurt. It can really go bad. Now, here's the thing, right? And I spoke about this 100 times regarding the the perspective reality episode, which was the last one, right? There's there's a thing about both realities, right? So you have to make sure that, or you're going to not make sure, but it's going to happen. So two realities are going to combine, right? So when they combine, right, you bring conflict, right? So now your conflicts are going to be combined with her or his conflicts, right? And if you guys are not willing to just go beyond that, then it's going to be a hellhole. That's true, man. So that's one thing that you have to start thinking. It's time to let it go. Another another things could be, we know about this drugs, um, a lot of weird addictions that people have, and letting them go, it could be a little bit troublesome. But I'm telling you, man, things that feel like you have a monkey in your back and you're not letting them go, your body's telling you something. Your body's telling you something. It's simple. It's very simple. If you don't get those monkeys out of your back, exactly, just imagine just living with those weights on your back for the next 30, 40 years. And it hurts. It hurts like, it hurts badly. It's very bad. But at the same time, you have to be responsible of taking an initiative to just let things go. Not the best person to talk about this, but I'm putting this thing out there because a lot of people that listen to my podcast, they really get help. I mean, these are topics that are, for some reason, are not talked that often, right? But talking about it, it just make me feel good, of course, because I'm not pretending to be something that I'm not. But a lot of people just get engaged in these conversations. So, regarding where you at in this world, regarding where is your economical situation, regardless of the people or the person that you're living with. When it's time to let things go, when it's time to say no, it's no. Just open your hands and let the ropes go. It's gonna hurt in the beginning. It's going to be very painful. But these are the things that you need to do to just go to the next level, man. You're going to feel like, oh man, I made the wrong decision. I shouldn't say no to this, or I shouldn't just cut this. Listen, I've been there 100 times. I've been there 100 times, and the reality is that you don't know. You don't know if that decision is good or bad. It's better to make a decision than not making a decision, which is a decision by itself. You have two options. Or you just make a decision regarding those monkeys in your back, or you just stay there for the next 30, 40 years. Listen, that's what it is. That's what it is. It's nothing else. And as a musician, I have to go through this 100 times in a lot of situations, man. Because artists, we have to engage a lot in emotions that are not there, right? We have to create emotions. So that means that you develop some kind of muscles regarding the emotions, and you can get attached to things very quickly. Maybe a melody will just remind you blah 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 of this person or the others, and then you want to just trigger those old emotions. No, man, it's time to go. Listen, there's no time to just go back to the past. And for me, that's one of my situations. I have all emotions every time that I play a melody. That stuff is just recorded in my mind. There's nothing I can do. I can just be logical about it, of course, right? But in the same time, right? I should not lie to myself and go back to those past emotions. It's over. It's over. There's nothing more. That's it. And again, as a musician, not only I play my instrument, but of course, there's all the things surrounded that are just an incentive of my work. Not all the time those incentives are good. Not all the time. It's not like all these incentives are good, you know? I mean, with a great power it comes a great sense of responsibility. That's the truth. That's the truth. For me, right now, this episode, right now, this moment, today, I'm just letting things go. Right now, letting things go. Because I don't have to put myself through this stuff. So I have to just make a decision, and I'm just letting it go. I hate to pretend that I'm perfect. I'm not perfect. But the fact that heavy things can be felt in my back, right? I have to take the decision to just turn back You just let it go. You see? Because it's unhealthy. That's first of all. It's very unhealthy. Very unhealthy. I like to have a very clear mind when I work. I want to sit down, be focused. I like to just be clear in my goals every time that I have a moment like this. It's important that you identify problems and instead of just looking to the other way, just fix it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm currently fixing some problems. And to fix those problems, unfortunately, I have to let it go. Very sad, but this is the truth. I would love to have or live in a world of just all flowers. But no, man, we have to get things done. We have to take decisions. If I'm a little bit out of focus, it's time to just identify that thing is getting me out of focus and just tackle it and just move it out of the way. Boom. You're not being healthy for me. You have to move out of my way. High performances, right? High performance is something that is never talked about in some of these things, right? But to be a high performance, it's almost 100% of your focus, right? So if you have 90% only of your focus, you're not going to be a high performance guy. You're not going to really, really utilize your performances because you're always going to have something in your back in your brain. So that means that if you're not performing your 100%, something is wrong. Well, it's time to just identify that problem. It could be an inner conflict. It could be something that you're eating. It could be pornography. It could be anything. It could be that relationship that you're currently right now. You're making excuses. Why you didn't do this, why you didn't do that. But in reality, it's because you never let it go. Again, it's hurtful, it's truth. Your world could be different. But in reality, you still have to deal with those situations. So for today, do yourself a favor. Identify those things that you think are holding you down. Those people that you think are not making you better and you are afraid to just let it go, man. When that happens, it's going to be hurtful. At the beginning, it will be very hurtful. Just give it 2 or 3 days. That's it. 3 or 2 days. That's it. You'll be very grateful. Folks, with this episode, time to let it go. I hope I contribute something to the conversation, of course. I hope that you enjoy it. Make sure that you sign up in my newsletter. That way you can get updates and all the stuff related to my upcoming projects and stuff like that. Wilhelm, you joined a little bit later, man. You joined a little bit later, man, but at least you joined. Just finishing my stuff. Great guy, man. A great guitar player. He has a good YouTube channel too. Channel. So make sure that you just go and donate something. Sign up to our newsletter, and that way you can get all the updates of my upcoming projects. I'm working right now on a project in Puerto Rico. Just making sure that we play, we put all the sponsorship, all everything for December the 8th. I'm playing Beethoven 4th and McDowell second piano concerto. I know I'm crazy. I'm crazy, but I love to be crazy, man. This is not a world. This is not a world for shy people. Yeah, no. It's time to just grab the horn by the horn, and just move it crazy, man. All right, fellas. All right, folks. So I'm going to finish my podcast. This was the podcast number 31, 31st. Time to let it go. Make sure again you click the links, you sign up, or just donate something, man. We're going to really appreciate it. I will appreciate it. Any donations are good, man. And that way you just keep the podcast alive, and I get something to eat too. I really appreciate it. With this, I am saying bye, and I will see you in the other one. Bye. I'm going to finish the podcast now. We'll see you in the next one. Maybe the next one. Gary, how's it going, man? I just finished my podcast, so it could be for the next one. Yeah, because mostly I just do like a 30 minutes podcast.